We wear our masks in public, but whenever we go out, it seems like we are the only ones who are doing that.
Yep.
Honestly, is there any purpose to that? Are we actually helping at all, or is it not really doing much? It's very disappointing to see that we're the only ones, you know?
It is a little disappointing. If you see someone else wearing a mask, it's probably me. So
or us.
Or Gina. I think, again, the mask should be very effective in preventing the spread, and the reason why we're seeing this big spread again is nobody is wearing a mask. So I think if you're going to be in close proximity to other people, have your mask on, have it handy, and wear it. And, again, I can't judge other people, and I can't, while they might shame me for wearing a mask, I'm not going to shame them for not wearing a mask. It's all come down to personal choice, I guess.
That's our job. Sad. Our job is to shame them.
Let us be that person.
Yeah.
But your mask does, not only does it prevent the spread, it does offer you some measure of protection, right?
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. I mean, I have a close friend who their company quit wearing masks, and they had a meeting in an unventilated room, and he caught it, and then he took it home and gave it to his wife. Yeah. And that was just recently, and she's been sick for a week and not happy about it. And so they reinstituted the mask mandate at work, if you want to call it a mandate. But I think if you're going to be in a closed room for any length of time, 10, 15, 20 minutes, you just don't know who's going to be sick in that room and who could give it to you.
Yeah. Yep, exactly.
I know. Dr. Cobble works in close quarters every day with people who have COVID. And I've been in Dr. Cobble's office, and his examination rooms are rather small. And so 2 people in there in a confined space. But Dr. Cobble has not gotten COVID, and he's around it every day. So that tells you something. He wears a mask and he has his vaccination. Congratulations, Dr. Cobble.
Well done, Dr. Cobble.
Very well done.
Oh,
Thank you, Joe. Thank you. Well, Doctor, that is our time.
I really have always thought that, Dr. Cobble. It's to me, it's just terrific, the job you do, and you haven't gotten COVID. I think that's excellent. We'll talk to you again, and I'll probably be making an appointment very soon. Because I haven't seen you for a while.
And Bill, my exam rooms are small because you choose to have the exam in the bathroom, which I never understand why.
That is.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, such a weird play.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, Dr. Cobble.
Thanks. Okay.
Thank you very much. Traffic, Gina, please.
Crash northbound I-15, 85th South in Midvale. It's affecting the left shoulder there. Crash northbound I-15 milepost 265, that's Center Street in Provo. The right lanes are closed. And crash northbound I-15 milepost 302, that's 35th South, South Salt Lake. That is also off to the right shoulder. Crash southbound Main Street 700 North in Tooele. What happened, everybody? We were doing really well for a while, and now y'all decided to get in an accident. Don't do that. It's not very nice. Do you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes? Multiple unfiled years? Contact McClure and Stewart for a free consultation. Go to McClureandStewart.com today.
All right, time to beat Gina. 877-602-9696 is the number to call. Get in line. Multiple choice pop culture trivia happening today. 877-602-9696. If you beat Gina, you will win what?
Arts Festival tickets.
Arts Festival tickets. But if she beats you, you better be prepared. Be prepared. Beat Gina, 877-602-9696. Call to play. BigOTires.com.
Big O Tires, they have certified technicians, experts in brakes, shocks, struts, alignments, oil changes, and more. So you can really feel comfortable taking your car to Big O Tires. And of course, it's right there in their name. They got tires, too. And right now, Big O Tires is offering $140, up to $140 in rebate savings on Michelin and BF Goodrich tires. That's through June 19th. They have the lowest price on every tire every day, and brands you know and trust at Big O Tires, like Cooper, Nitto, Goodyear, and more. Get to know your Big O Tire store. There's one probably near your house, and it's a great place just to take your car for maintenance and, of course, for the new tires that you want. You can make an appointment online. It's bigotires.com. They are the team you trust. As you want a list?
It's Radio from Hell with another list, because people love a good list. X96.
You know, I don't really screen these very well.
Uh-oh. You've got into it and have changed your mind.
No, I don't know. I haven't really looked at it that closely. I'm just warning you.
This could be bad.
It says, here are 16 celebrities who were discovered in wild, unusual ways.
Wow. Man, that's
Now,
wild.
let's see how wild this really is.
This is wild.
First one they mention is Vin Diesel. When he was 7 years old, a play director caught him and his friends breaking into a theater. Instead of getting him into trouble, she cast them in the upcoming play. And Vin Diesel went on to become a really bad actor.
Vin Diesel.
That's a good story.
Is it? I guess it. Okay. Number 2, music manager Scooter Braun.
Ooh, he's a jerk.
Is he?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was searching for a different artist on YouTube when he accidentally clicked on one of Justin Bieber's videos instead. And thereby discovered Justin Bieber.
And there you go.
That's not that wild.
Wild.
Tracy Chapman. Does anybody know who Tracy Chapman is?
Fast car?
You got a fast car.
When Tracy Chapman was a student at Tufts University, her classmate, Brian Koppelman, stole one of her demos and sent it to his father, who was a music executive.
Okay.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
Giselle Bundchen. That's is that Tom Brady's
Yep.
wife? Signed up for a modeling course to get a free trip to Sao Paulo. So if you sign up and pay the money for the modeling course, we'll give you a trip to Sao Paulo. While she was on the trip, a modeling agent scouted her out at a McDonald's.
Having a Big Mac while driving a car? Is that what she was doing?
I don't know if she's driving, but she was there having some food. Rosario Dawson. Haven't you wondered how Rosario Dawson was ever
Because the
discovered?
Giselle one is, she was a model. She's pretty.
Okay.
Yeah.
She was discovered because she's pretty.
Yeah.
But, okay, Rosario Dawson.
When a commercial was shooting outside of her apartment, 15-year-old Rosario Dawson sat on the front porch until a director and a screenwriter saw her sitting there and said, hey, you want to be in a movie?
Oh.
And she said,
Okay.
yeah. These are not that wild.
Wow.
Oh, Anna Taylor-Joy,
Okay.
the Queen's Gambit.
She was playing chess in the park. No?
She was scouted as a model on the street while she was walking her dog. Somebody said, you have an unusual but very attractive look. And I think you could agree.
Oh, yes.
She is very attractive, but in an unusual way.
Mm-hmm.
And they just spotted her on the street. Pamela Anderson was at a BC Lions football game, British Columbia, a Canadian football game. A camera operator pointed the camera at her, just as they do with people in the stands, and broadcast her image onto the jumbotron. And,
Who's that?
And everybody went, wow. And she became a local celebrity, and then got to work with Tim Allen.
She was a St. Pauli girl as well.
Oh, was she?
At one time, yeah. One of those people that promote beer.
Mandy Moore. No, that's not an interesting one at all. and who cares about Mandy Moore? Nick Jonas's mom took him to the hair salon where somebody overheard him singing at the hair salon.
Why is he singing at the hair salon?
Just to entertain the
We couldn't
the
afford to
ladies.
pay for my haircut, so
Sing for your haircut.
sang for it.
Jason Statham was selling fake jewelry on the streets of London.
Really?
Yeah, and somebody, a modeling agent or somebody, saw him and said, "You know, you have a unique look. I know a guy named Guy Ritchie. He might want to put you in his movie." And the first role he played was somebody selling jewelry on the black market.
You see this watch? Casio.
Marilyn Monroe, working as an aircraft factory. She was working in an aircraft factory when a touring Army photographer took her picture and then went, "Hubba, hubba." That was his exact words.
He said, "Hubba, hubba."
It was back when they said hubba hubba.
Oh,
Hubba, hubba. I'm gonna try and bring that.
no,
back.
don't.
Hubba, hubba, back.
I
Hubba,
wish you wouldn't.
Hubba, hubba. So she started working as a model right away. These are really marginally interesting.
Yeah, I'd say, yeah.
We hope you'd enjoyed another list with Radio from Hell on X96.
Here's what Kerry Jackson is doing when he's not on the air.
Yes, Mr. Jackson, thank you for coming into my office. As the manager of this department store, it is my job to make sure that everything goes smoothly. And during the Christmas season, that's especially important. We hired you to be our store Santa on good recommendations from your radio station management. But frankly, we've had complaints from many of the parents about your performance as Santa. Now, how do you begin each visit with a child?
Well, first off, I have them shake my hand.
Shake your hand?
Yes, I'm the hand-shaking Santa.
You don't let the children sit on your lap?
No, the hand-shaking Santa wouldn't do that. And do you have any idea how germy little children are? You know what I really hate is that little kid smell. You know the smell I'm talking about.
I see. And then they tell you what they want for Christmas.
Well, after they've shaken my hand, I ask them to write an essay about how good or bad they've been during the year, and then they're asked to list what they want for Christmas. Now, that list is then submitted to one of my elves, and the essay is graded and placed in the Handshaking Santa essay box.
You have paper and pencils for them in Santa's castle?
No, the Handshaking Santa does not provide essay materials. If the children are unprepared, it's no concern of mine.
Uh-huh. Well, I think I've heard quite enough.
Oh, fine. My break is just about over, and I still have to disinfect my fingernails and put on a fresh pair of gloves before I have to greet the little vermin again. Get away from the Handshaking Santa, you dirty, dirty little children.
Oh, my God. Miss Johnson, would you call the radio station we hired this Santa from? We need a replacement immediately.
Here's what Bill Allred is doing when he's not on the air.
Ho, 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 ho. Welcome to Santa's castle. Merry Christmas.
Santa, why are you lying on the floor?
I'm the leg wrestling Santa. Tell me what you want for Christmas.
Well, I want the White Power Ranger and the Nerf Ball Zuka.
All right then, Sonny. Lie down here right next to me. You do know how to leg wrestle, don't you?
Oh, yes, Santa, but couldn't I just sit on your lap?
Oh, no, the leg wrestling Santa wouldn't do that. All right now, Sonny. If you beat me, then you'll get everything you asked for.
Okay.
If not, you'll get a lump of coal in your stocking. And an orange.
Oh.
Here we go.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Sorry, Sonny. You lose. Get him out of here, would you, my little helpers? to challenge the leg wrestling Santa.
Why don't you leg wrestle me, Mr. Butthead Jolly Old Sucky Claus?
Aren't you a little old to be leg wrestling Santa?
You're pretty tough with these kids. Let's see you take on someone your own size.
All right, then. You lie down right here. Good. But first, I have to take a leak. Can't leg wrestle on a full bladder, you know. Be right back.
Well, yes, indeed, it's time. We have reached that breathless moment that none of us have been waiting for. It's the moment that you, no, not you, yes, you, can play the game for fabulous prizes. It's Beat Gina. I'm your announcer, Johnny Ola, reminding you that King Royal yams are the yams that almost taste like candy. King Royal yams. Buy at least one today. And now, stomp your feet and scream for joy, because here is the star of Beat Gina, Carrie Jackson.
Glad we got that yam money.
Sweet, sweet yam money.
Yam money. Cash in, Johnny.
King Royal yams.
Thank you, Johnny. All right.
The yam of kings.
The yam of kings. That's a king's yam. All right. Yes, it is Beat Gina, and we have a contestant on the phone. It looks like the computer has decided Alyssa is the contestant today. Hello, Alyssa.
Hi.
Hi there. All right, Alyssa, we're going to toss a coin to see who goes first. It does give you an advantage in the game. You tell me heads or tails. Tails. Is that tails? What is that? Alyssa, call it.
Heads.
All right, coin toss app says tails, as you can see.
I can see that.
That means Gina goes first. All right, Alyssa, it's pop culture trivia. Multiple subjects coming up because I have so many leftover questions. But if you win, if you beat Gina, you will get tickets
A break from your child, and you can go to the arts festival.
Yeah, exactly.
Or maybe you put the kid in a stroller and go to Library Square, June 23rd through the 26th.
Arts Festival tickets. But if she beats you, Alyssa, what are you prepared to do in her name?
I am going to visit a local restaurant to help the economy.
Thank you.
A local restaurant. All right. Well, let's begin then, Gina. This first question is for you. Again, multiple choice subjects because I have many leftover questions.
That's okay. Let's use them.
All right. We're going to begin with Roadhouse trivia.
Okay.
The movie Roadhouse. Gina.
Mm-hmm.
What did Patrick Swayze die of? Was it A, pottery wheel accident, B, pancreatic cancer, C, parachute accident, or D, I gotta say this right, prosopagnosia?
What is that? He had the cancer.
It was the cancer.
Sweet lady cancer got him.
It's 1-0 for Gina, who's apparently in love with Sweet Lady Cancer. Now, Alyssa, it's your turn.
What is that?
Propagnosia is facial blindness.
Oh, okay.
He didn't have facial blindness. All right. Let's go to Alyssa now. Alyssa, another Roadhouse trivia question. Alyssa, in the movie Roadhouse, when Doc, played by Kelly Lynch, goes into Dalton's bedroom, what song is playing?
Very specific.
Is it A, Poisoning Pigeons in the Park by Tom Lehrer, B, Jump Around by House of Pain, C, Yoda by Weird Al Yankovic, or D, These Arms of Mine by Otis Redding?
I'm going to go with D.
These Arms of Mine? Yes, that is correct.
There's a child confirmation in the background.
It's now 1-1.
Yeah, she agrees.
Yeah, okay.
Gina, you control the question.
Okay.
Gina. All right. Star Wars trivia.
Okay.
How did they create the lightsaber sound? Is it A, the humming of an idling pod racer engine? B, it's a combination of the hum of an idling 35 millimeter movie projector and a microphone feedback? C, audio sensors were placed inside George Lucas's inflatable neck sack as he hummed?
Gross.
Or D, an altered recording of Steven Spielberg's father's Ford Pinto engine starting and running?
Oh, as much as I love the neck balloon.
Neck sack,
Neck
please.
sack, I'm sorry. I'm going with B on that
B,
one.
it is a combination of the hum of a movie projector and microphone feedback.
Well, it's 2-1. Alyssa, the question is to you.
All right, Alyssa. Disneyland Pirates of the Caribbean ride trivia. The ride Pirates of the Caribbean. How many times does Captain Jack Sparrow make an appearance during the ride? How many times? Is it A, once, B, twice, C, 3 times, or D, 12 times the size of God howling anything that comes into its head?
All right, I think it's 3.
3 times.
Well, Alyssa,
Wow.
you've tied the game.
This is getting
Nicely done.
interesting.
Is it?
Yeah.
Now, Gina, your question. You could win with this.
This is for the win.
Okay.
All right. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom trivia.
Okay.
What does Willie have that Indy wants?
Okay.
Is it A? I mean, come on.
Well, yeah.
B, a poison antidote. C, a cloth from Pancot Palace. Or D, a good review for his podcast on iTunes.
Is it B?
Poison antidote.
And Gina wins the game in short order. That means that, Alyssa, you're just a bum out of luck, I'm afraid.
Well, now, Johnny,
What?
I
I
mean,
mean, she has a kid.
she's got a kid. She needs to go do something fun, something for her. She deserves it.
I suppose.
A babysitter. And
Let's go ahead and give you those Arts Festival tickets.
All right, Alyssa?
Awesome. Thank you for the sympathy.
sympathy.
I've been there.
Alyssa, just hold on the line, and a very nice person will come on and tell you how to get your tickets.
Hang on the line.
Okay, thank you.
I've got to get out of here. I got yams in the oven and fences to mend on the back 40.
Amen. Thank you. All right, big boy news and Opinioendo now brought to you by...
Johnny is a busy man.
He certainly is, getting that yam money.
Take an unforgettable cross-country adventure into the hidden wonders of the natural world. Into America's Wild 3D, visit some of the most beautiful but untamed landscapes of America, now playing in Clark Planetarium's IMAX Theater.
News. It's a cavalcade of news. I think that, by all accounts, Shaquille O'Neal is a wonderful person. He's a delight to be around most of the time, I think, and people seem to really like him. Date night with Shaquille over chicken satay, and Shaq was feeling very generous. The retired basketball star, who's now a sports analyst, arrived at the Chelsea hotspot, Julan Club, with a mystery woman.
A mystery?
At around 8:30 in the evening. By the end of the night, he decided he was going to pay the entire bill for everyone in the restaurant.
Well,
Spies said he popped in with the unidentified woman, who he was overheard describing as, quote, my date, and ordered Beijing chicken, shrimp tempura, and the restaurant's signature chicken satay. She did all the ordering, an insider told Page Six. After their meal, Shaq proceeded to buy dinner for everyone
Well, that's
in
nice.
there. And to top it off, he paid for everyone's check. Oh, and he bought dinner for all of the servers, too. And then paid everyone's check who was dining in the restaurant at the moment. That's he was feeling magnanimous. He wanted to keep his generosity a secret from fellow diners. He asked the staff not to mention that he was paying the bill for over 40 tables until he left the restaurant. And that's they did. They honored his wishes. The bill was well over $25,000, they said. And he left a huge tip. Ozzy Osbourne has not been well. Last week, Sharon, his wife, revealed that Ozzy would be having a potentially life-altering procedure. And this happened on Monday. She's now given an update on her hubby following the surgery. She said, "Our family would like to express much gratitude for the overwhelming amount of love and support leading up to Ozzy's surgery." She said, "Ozzy's doing well and on the road to recovery. Your love means the world to him." Sharon had previously mentioned the surgery on a British talk show. She flew from the UK to Los Angeles to be with Ozzy for the operation, which she had referred to as major and said would determine the rest of his life. Now, back in May, he revealed that he was planning to have some surgery on his neck, some more surgery on his neck. I believe it's on his cervical spine.
Was from the headbanging, you know.
Probably.
No, it was from a bike accident.
Prior to the surgery, he shared a link to the song "I Love You All" from his 2010 solo album, and just to tell everybody that he's grateful for their love. And Post Malone,
Posty,
is having a baby. Well,
he had a baby.
His girlfriend had a baby.
Oh.
A daughter. He said, "I have a brand new daughter, and I couldn't be happier. I want to let her make her own decisions," he said, about the girl in question, the woman in question who had the baby. He has not revealed her identity. He's kept it secret.
He was on Howard Stern a day or two ago, and he did a version of Pearl Jam's "Better Man."
Oh, yeah?
It was really cool.
He did a good job?
Yeah.
He's quite good. I have a couple of his records on Spotify, and he is a deal. You know why I think he doesn't want to reveal her name? He lives here in Utah, and I'll bet she's a bishop's daughter. That's what it is.
And her dad doesn't know.
Yeah. You're dating who? Community members and wildlife officials are worried for wildlife, particularly birds, in Brigham City. They say that someone or someone's is poaching wild birds in the park in city limits, specifically waterfowl in Rees Pioneer Park. Visitors are greeted with a small pond there. It has a beautiful water fountain, a bridge for people to walk over, covered picnic tables near the edge of the water. Visitors also greeted by at least half a dozen species of waterfowl, eager to snag a free lunch from a willing hand. People throw out, bread to them and things like that. Well, one of the birds sticks out from the rest because there's a long metal dart sticking out of her face.
No.
To date, we know there are at least 4, said Addison Smith, the founder of Wasatch Wanderers, a rescue group that fosters abandoned and rescued animals. The rescue began in September of last year, taking in 400 animals to date. Many of them, 3/4 of them, apparently waterfowl. Apparently, Smith first learned of the ducks being darted at Rees Park in early May. The duck previously mentioned has been at the pond since that time. It's a mallard hen. Smith has tried catching the mallard over a month in hopes of getting it medical care because the dart's just stuck in there. Apparently that she said some quail have been shot, and it is apparently for no reason other than that'd be fun.
Shoot it. All right.
And you should watch the video, Carrie, of a dog who somehow wandered into a gorilla enclosure.
Oh, I've been meaning to watch.
And then the gorilla is going to have none of it.
Oh, yeah.
And chases the dog. And the dog doesn't get caught, but the gorilla, that thing can move fast.
Oh, they're fast. Yeah. Sports weather traffic.
After leading University of Utah to its first Rose Bowl appearance, Kyle Whittingham is receiving a significant bump in pay, according to a contract amendment obtained by the Salt Lake Tribune. And we know this because he's a state employee. That's how we are able to know these things.
Public knowledge.
Whittingham is set to make a base salary of $4.5 million. That's in line with what the longtime head coach made a season ago, but now there are newer, more substantial salary escalators in the contract, which runs through 2027. He will see a $200,000 increase in 2023. Don't they know that
he's had some down seasons.
and don't they know the inflation and the pandemic and
he's had some down seasons. Why don't they dock his pay? Why don't they cut his salary because he's lost a few games?
$300,000 more in 2024 and so on. By the time he gets to 2027, he will be at a base salary of $6.5 million. How can they do that when they don't know how good the football team is going to be next year?
Exactly.
I don't know.
He hasn't won one of those games
Exactly.
yet.
They should be cutting his salary for the time.
Yes.
And maybe he can make it up by the number of games he wins.
They should decide his salary at the end of the season. Then they look back and go, well, now I guess we're going to pay you for last season based on your project much?
Yeah, this is all projection.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Weather.
He's worth every penny is what we're saying.
He is, actually. Yes. Let's see. A beautiful day today. Sunny, high of 73. Jumping up by about 20 degrees just between today and tomorrow. We'll be in the upper 90s. And then by Friday, flirting with 100. Hey, 100. You're looking pretty good there, 100 on Friday. Traffic. Let me refresh this. Give you the most up-to-date information I can. Crash northbound I-15 approaching the 33rd South exit in South Salt Lake. The right lane and shoulder are blocked, and traffic is backed up to 53rd South in Murray. Crash I-15 northbound near Center Street in Provo. The right lane and shoulder are blocked. That's backing up toward University Avenue. And looks like that's about it. If you're seeing something, you can text us 33986. Tim Daly has new arrivals daily and a pre-owned selection of over 1,200 used vehicles to choose from, all makes and models. Think Forever Warranty. Think Tim Daly.
All right, things that must go right after this. X96.
Hey, well, because you need something to get you through your...
It's not a big deal, but I guarantee you, Gina, if today were the day you were going to court at 8:15, you would not have come to work.
It's true.
You wouldn't have come to work.
That's true.
I would too.
No,
I don't think you would have.
You would have said, I got court. And we'd say, when? And you'd go, I don't know. And that'd be it,
I'm not sure.
You wouldn't come in.
Court sometime.
I got court sometime. I don't know.
On another topic, a totally different topic. Yesterday, we went to lunch at the Lone Star Steakhouse in Sugar House with the staff, and Gina was there with her baby, and I was the little Jonesy, who's almost a year old and just as cute as anything, and I was the only person at the table who made the baby cry.
Well, she's my daughter. Knows you make me cry
everybody else is going doobie playing with the baby and being cute
Gina,
with the baby.
that doesn't work because I didn't make her cry.
That's true.
And I've made you cry.
That's true.
On the radio.
I went and sat down by the baby to just kind of bonding. Hi, it's your Uncle Bill. Cried.
Even Artie Fufkin didn't make her cry.
No, I thought for sure Artie was going to make her cry.
Hello, baby. Hello, baby. Hello, baby. Hello, baby.
He did that for like 10 minutes.
And kept waving his hand.
He said, "Don't eat trans fats or you'll end up looking like me."
Even Artie didn't make the baby cry.
Artie could have picked the baby up and placed the baby in his mouth, and the baby wouldn't have cried. The whole head, and the baby wouldn't have cried.
I think it's your facial hair. Might make you look scary. I'm just guessing.
Was I the only one there with facial hair?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Heather. Just kidding, Heather.
She hasn't experienced a lot of facial hair. Maybe.
I don't know.
And then I brought her over to you later. Like, it's safe with mommy holding you kind of thing. And I gave Bill a hug. See, he's nice.
She didn't cry then, but she was barely holding it.
She had the face.
Barely holding it together.
She had the
you could see
face.
it was just like any second she was just going to...
It was the face.
We were there for 2 hours, and she was good the whole time we were there. I didn't have to get up and walk around with her once.
Are you surprised?
No, but...
Are you bragging?
Yes.
Okay. So she's like that all the time. You're just bragging.
Yes.
Yeah. And she didn't do that once, does she usually? Well, no. Well, wow.
She ate all kinds of things for lunch I didn't eat. She had tomatoes. She ate the tomatoes off my salad and my onions.
Did not.
And then, she ate all my onions, and then I picked onions.
She really ate onions?
Oh, yeah. Loves onions. And I said, Carrie, you can eat that onion?
Here.
But she doesn't have teeth.
She has 4.
That onion even had blue cheese dressing on it,
Yeah.
Gina, which is something else that you wouldn't eat.
Well, now that says a lot to me, and because when I sat down by the baby, and maybe this is why she cried, I went, "Hi, honey. God, your breath stinks." That's why she cried. That's why she cried.
Now brought to you by...
Do you or someone you love struggle with addiction? Help is out there. Renaissance Ranch is one of Utah's best addiction treatment centers. Schedule a free consultation at renaissanceranch.com.
Things that must go on the radio. From Hell Show.
Things that must go from your life. You just can't take it anymore. Please get rid of these things. And so you send the things that must go to us here at Radio From Hell at x96.com. And if we read it on the air, perhaps you'll feel better, and perhaps these things will miraculously disappear from your life. Let's see, I'll start. I got a couple of my own. Toilet paper holders that are in an awkward place. Difficult to reach. And my house has one. Oh? But to reach around, kind of behind me and to the left. It's just very awkward.
Move it.
And then, it's put into the wall. Now, the workaround, sometimes people do, and I don't have this in my house, but sometimes they get one of those stand things and put the toilet paper roll on that. It's designed for that. Yeah. But they're not anchored, and they move around all the time. Yep. It's just a pain in the ass. And then owning too many things that are the color black. I just can't, because you have black this and black that, and then you put it in your bag and you can't see it because the bag is black. And I'm going to start making sure that everything is bright red that I own.
There you go.
Let's see. This one says, please don't use my last name. My thing that must go, my coworker feeling that blasting her right-wing political radio crap is her right. The rest of us use earbuds. Maybe be respectful and get yourself some earbuds. Some of us are very much over the misogynistic, racist rants of white boys. Be like the rest of us middle-aged white women and listen to murder podcasts.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's much less abrasive.
Yes.
Thank you, Lizzie. And this one says, when you post an ad on one of the classified online things, Facebook Marketplace and that, what must go are the dozens of people who text or message me asking, is it still available? And then they just disappear, never to be heard from again. I swear I respond to 10+ messages a day, and no one ever actually steps up to buy my item that they're asking about. Please, just message people when you really want to buy the item, and we'll actually follow through and show up. Thank you, lords and lady. Terry?
All right. Couple of from the foot of Mount Doom. Things that must go. Companies that share an article, a news article or something on their social media, but are too lazy to write something different as the text in the posts. So it's just the title of the article twice.
Yeah.
Here's what it might be like to travel on a double-decker airplane seat.
Yeah.
Come up with your own headline. Another must go is Sue when she forgets that she can't have her hair in a ponytail when she does jump rope. So you gotta bring it down, otherwise it swings out.
Yeah,
gets caught up in it. All right.
You know what that's like, Gina.
Sure. This one from Chris. Here's a scenario that must go. I get a text message from one of my favorite stores about a sale or new product, and I click on the link to go to the website. And before I can see the new product, I immediately get a pop-up asking me to sign up for text messaging to be alerted to new items and sales. That pop-up must go. With all these cookies all over the internet, there must be a way to know that I'm already on the text message list. And this one, long-time caller, first-time listener, Adam. Here's a list of my latest gripes. Showboat patriotism. Nothing makes me more proud of my country than seeing a wind-tattered flag flowing over somebody's truck nuts. Showboat religion. I believe in my religion, and it means a lot to me, and I'm happy you found what works for you, but please keep it to yourself unless somebody asks you. To go along with Pride Month, I have a nephew who is gay. If you don't agree with him 100% on everything, he instantly labels you as a homophobe and an enemy of the community. This attitude has to stop. It's doing more harm than good. Finally, I ride the bus and front runner into Provo for work. Here's some mass transit-related items. When the train stops, let people get off before you try to get on. If the train or bus is crowded, take your bag off the seat and let somebody else have a seat next to you. The jackass that wouldn't give up his seat to a pregnant lady on the bus. If I wasn't boxed in, I would have given mine up. Related to the previous one, people who don't give up seats to the elderly or disabled. People who leave their trash on the train or the bus. People who play music on their speakerphone. Inevitably, it's some kind of stripper rap or the like. Use your damn headphones. Lastly, people not wearing masks on mass transit. UTA still requires it. Thank you, Adam. Gina?
One for me. McDonald's for listing the calorie count for the items on their menu, because I really want the chocolate pretzel McFlurry that's there for a limited time, but the calorie count is right next to it, and I can't do it.
Gina, you lie to yourself about other things. Why not lie to yourself about that?
But if I didn't know, I would just get it.
Just pretend you don't know.
It's right there. I can't.
Send the girl to get it for you.
Just go get. Don't tell me about it.
Go give mommy the shake.
This from a friend of the program who works at a grocery store. Things you find in sections that are discarded randomly, especially refrigerated and frozen items.
Oh, I don't do that.
Produce, raw meat, cheese, yogurt, burritos. Not just on a random shelf. You put it in your cart and then you change your mind and you just stick it on.
I'm guilty of doing that with dry goods, but not anything perishable.
Yeah,
okay?
I wouldn't either.
They're like, grocery stores were good to you during the pandemic. Please don't make our jobs any harder. Also, wrappers of stolen goods we find. Candy bars, half-consumed sodas, makeup. Ladies, yes. They go in and put a little makeup on and leave. Yeah, don't do that. And finally, these from Daniel. You're going to have to weigh in on this too, Bill.
Why?
Well, there's no Let's Go Eat Show or Remain Seated podcasts, no new ones in a long, long time.
Yeah.
He says, Gina went all the way to Florida to visit her son and came home with no new episode of Remain Seated. Insert sad face here, it says. And finally, we haven't gotten a new drunk show from Radio from Hell in forever. I love it when you guys drink and drink and drink and then record it. Please make that happen.
All right,
and
we'll
let's go eat show. So we're working on.
We're working on it on all those things.
There are issues.
Yeah,
we're working on them. So
that's it. Thank you.
Things that must go on the radio from Hell Show.
Traffic, Gina.
Crash northbound I-15 at 85th South in Midvale. It's off to the left shoulder. Crash northbound I-15 Center Street in Provo. Right lanes are affected there. Crash northbound I-15 approaching 33rd South exit in South Salt Lake. And I think that is about it. RSL is back at Rio Tinto Stadium this Saturday, June 18th versus San Jose. Text LION to 33986 for your chance to win tickets.
Take a break. We'll be back. We got, Frank Christ presents They're Fine, They're Just Fine. It's our little dead celebrity game coming up. You could win, what's the prize for today?
Tickets to Thanksgiving Point's Dinosaur Island.
Dinosaur Island tickets to give away. Thanksgiving Point, 877-602-9696. If you feel like calling now or wait and call during the song, your odds increase the sooner you call, 877-602-9696. Ranlife.com/X96.
Yes, Ranlife. Now, I've done, they're a mortgage company, a local mortgage company, and I've done business with them on several occasions, and it's been just a great experience. Ranlife has a new loan product that will help real estate investors. Ranlife Home Loans Real Estate Investment Loan Program. It's a way to purchase your first investment property, add more properties to your portfolio, consolidate all your investment loans under one roof. So you can apply today to learn about how you could qualify to purchase up to 50 investment properties with amazing interest rates, even if you're self-employed. That's almost unheard of. So visit ranlife.com/X96. You can get a free analysis there, depending on what you want. If you want to just take out a mortgage, or perhaps you want to look at these bridge loans. But contact them, ranlife.com/X96.
We are...
See what I got here?
Well,
No,
it
'cause
keeps
you have
appearing
your-
and disappearing because of your filter.
Can't
If you
do
hold
it.
it up, yeah, there you go. Hold it in front of your face. Is it a
Gin
plane?
soaked raisins.
Oh, I thought it was a brain inside of a jar.
No, gin soaked. So remember that story last week?
Mm-hmm.
105-year-old woman.
Yes.
She ate 9 gin soaked raisins a day.
So this is your health plan? This is your...
I haven't tried them. And they specifically, they were golden raisins.
Of course.
So I bought some golden raisins, and I put them in this and then covered them with gin. They've swollen up quite a bit.
They're swole with gin.
I haven't dared try them, though.
Swole with gin.
So am I, as a matter of fact. If they...
I like that this is your new health plan. This is...
Smells ginny.
Mm-hmm.
Should I try one? Let me
You're
see.
frozen,
Your
though.
picture froze, but
yeah.
I'll have to take your word for it.
It says, looks... Oh, there, I'm back. So, let me just try one, see.
No, you're not.
I'm not back? Well, I'm back as far as I'm
There you are. Now you've frozen again.
Okay, let me just try one of these.
Okay.
Maybe this is the universe telling me, don't do it. One
gin-soaked raisin.
1 gin-soaked raisin.
I wonder how she came to 9.
I don't know.
Do you think she experimented for a while, and she went all the way to 10 and went, nope, 10 is too many. The 9 is the right amount of gin soaked.
It's pretty nasty, actually.
Really?
Yeah, it's
even,
not...
Even with the sweet golden raisins?
Yeah. They aren't sweet anymore.
Yeah.
No, I just ate some of the raisins on my cereal yesterday, and they're quite sweet. But yeah, no, they're not sweet anymore.
I just Googled gin-soaked raisins.
Yeah.
There's all gin-soaked raisins for arthritis. Gin-soaked raisins recipe. Now, Bill, maybe there's a recipe. You didn't follow a recipe.
No, I just poured gin over them. Cheap gin.
Let me see.
Is there something you're supposed to be doing to them?
Let me see what the recipe is.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Let's see. Hold on.
Okay, I'm holding. Am I back?
Well,
while Gina searches this, let me remind you, a quick reminder, that Red Roofing Ogden Homeless Drive ends today at 4. Giving all their stuff to Lantern House. You can drop donations at 2772 H Avenue in Ogden. Thank you, Roman.
now here's the recipe for gin-soaked raisins.
All right.
You need 2 cups golden raisins.
What? Okay.
1.5 cups gin.
Okay, to cover them.
Put raisins in jar or container and cover with gin. Let soak for 1 to 3 weeks.
Oh, there you go.
That's part of the problem.
You gotta let them sit longer.
Keep in a cool, dark place, then eat 9 a day. This recipe says have
I don't know.
9 a day.
I'm having flashbacks of turmeric and pepper. You know.
I mean, yeah, probably. But Bill, I think you didn't let them soak long enough. I think you need to.
I just ate one. I'll leave them in the jar and leave them in the refrigerator here
Till next week.
Yeah.
Well, 1 to 3 weeks. Do we want to go longer?
That's
Probably
what it
want to
says,
go longer.
1 to 3 weeks.
Well, I won't. I'll wait till next Monday and try them again.
Okay.
And I like gin. Cheap gin. I like
There's
cheap
all
gin.
this. What are gin-soaked raisins good for? How long does it take for gin-soaked raisins to work to cure arthritis?
Now, are you supposed to eat them or like put them in your ears or something?
Cure arthritis.
It's going to cure your arthritis,
I'm
too,
sure it
Bill.
will.
Cures it, yeah. God, I hate the internet sometimes. Well,
What, Carrie, there's all these.
Most of the time, actually.
Do gin-soaked raisins really work?
No. Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry.
Well,
Carrie,
listen,
how do you know so
That was a
fast?
burp. That was a burp. is what
listen,
that was.
105-year-old woman. She's been doing it all her life.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe
That's all it takes.
That's yep.
Is one 105-year-old woman. That's
all it takes for me.
Takes. I smoked a cigar every day of my life, said a 105-year-old woman. Yep, there you go. That's all it takes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's one of the most hotly debated public lands issues of the past several decades. The reintroduction of the gray wolf into Yellowstone National Park. Now, a similar controversy is brewing in Utah's state capital. Tonight on PBS, Frontline looks at the movement to reintroduce penguins into Salt Lake City. As recently as 40 years ago, Magellanic penguins roamed free in the tree-lined neighborhoods of Salt Lake's Avenues district. The flightless birds had few natural enemies, and their huge flocks were a common sight. But unrestricted hunting, family pets turned predator, and encroaching civilization all took their toll on these funny, waddling creatures, and they eventually became extinct in Salt Lake City. Join Frontline correspondents as they talk to the old-timers who still remember what it was like when penguins walked the Avs.
Well, what I remember most was the mess. Now, there were some that thought the penguins was cute. That is until they lived up here and had to clean up all the poop.
Oh, I do miss 'em. I remember when I was just a little shaver. You'd fall asleep to the sounds of 'em making that weird call they do. It was kind of scary. And kind of romantic, too, when you think about it.
Frontline will talk to the people who want to bring the penguins back to Salt Lake and to those who oppose it.
The penguins were here as a natural part of the environment. The delicate ecosystem of the Avenues district and of Capitol Hill, for that matter, will remain out of balance until the penguins are brought back.
Well, most of us in law enforcement in Salt Lake are against reintroducing the penguin into the city. I mean, we've got our hands full already, what with the gangs and such. Besides, a pack of them little bastards killed my grandfather's brother years ago. You know, they say that penguins are shy and won't approach humans. But I know different.
Will the penguins return to Salt Lake City? It's an in-depth look at the entire issue tonight on Frontline.
Yes. It's time once again for the ghoulish moment, the ghoulish game. It's a game that is, I'm not sure who talked us into doing this, but we have to spend every day with the Grim Reaper.
You know,
Frank Christ.
Bill, you sound so scary, but then we talked to Frank, and he just seems like a nice guy.
It's a front, Gina. It's all a front.
I really hate my job, Bill.
He loves the precious celebrities.
I love them, our precious.
But when he gets his order from on high or from below,
Well, the home office.
Yeah. The home office says take this one, and he does.
I have to.
He's not a nice guy, Gina.
All right. He seems like a
He's
nice
got
guy.
look, he's got a scythe.
I know.
Listen,
nice guys don't carry scythes.
back at the home office, I'll say this.
Yes.
There are some of the Reapers who, how do I put it, enjoy their job more than they should.
Oh.
I'm not one of them. My division is the celebrity division, and I love our precious celebrities.
All right. I'll give you the benefit of a doubt. Frank is here to play a game that we have created called Frank Chris Presents.
They're fine. They're just fine.
Yes. We'll get a contestant on the phone. I think we have someone.
Zach is on the phone.
Zach is on the phone to play Frank Chris Presents.
They're fine. They're just fine.
Zach, are you there?
Yeah.
How are you?
How's it going?
Fine, just fine. How are you, Zach?
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm just fine.
There you go.
That's good to
It's
hear.
good to know. All right, Zach, I think you probably know how the game goes, but what is the prize involved, Gina?
Well, we've got Thanksgiving Point. Visit there this summer for a prehistoric adventure, Dinosaur Island at Thanksgiving Point. Life-size animatronic dinosaurs, family-friendly programs and activities. We have a 4-pack of tickets for you.
I've got a list here, Zach, of, it is awesome, you're right. A list of 4 people, actors, And these people were all in the cast of the original Alien movie in 1979, directed by Ridley Scott. I'm going to read you these four names. Of the four, three are, Frank, three of them?
Three of them are fine. They're just fine.
But one of them,
I have visited.
Frank took. So you have to guess. Here we go. The first one is Angela Cartwright, who played Lambert. The next one, number two, Yaphet Kotto, who played Parker. The next one, Danny McBride, who played Tennessee. And
So you're doing different Alien movies.
is he in a different one?
He's in a different
Oh,
one.
that my information was poor then. It said he was
That's
listed
okay.
as the cast of Alien.
He's in one of them.
Danny McBride would have been a wee child when.
And Tom Skerritt, who played Dallas.
He is in the original.
Yes. So, of those people, it still remains true that
yes.
three of them are alive. One of them is gone. Which one?
Wow. Let's see. I'm going to go on a whim here and go B.
B? Yaphet Kotto? You're absolutely correct.
Oh, we got it on the first try.
Yaphet Kotto died in 2021 at the age of 83. Nicely done.
I
Nicely
didn't want to
done.
take Yaphet.
I'm going to pretend that I knew that, yeah.
Yaphet was a great actor.
Believed you.
Great actor. One of our precious
He
celebrities.
was. The rest of, Tom Skerritt is 88.
You've had Tom Skerritt on the list twice this week.
Angela
He's a
Cartwright.
national treasure.
Yes.
He is. Angela Cartwright, who played Lambert, 73. And Danny McBride is only 45. So there you go. You win the what is it?
Thanksgiving Point.
Thanksgiving Point tickets. So hang on the line, and a nice person will tell you how to collect them. Thanks, Zach.
We'll put you on hold.
Thank you very much, guys.
All right, well.
Yeah, it's weird because
You
it
just did a
says
search for.
Well, it just says here's the cast of Alien. Oh, Frank, you probably don't want to hear this. It's just technical stuff.
Are you excusing him?
You could leave if
Is
you
this
want.
work stuff? Is that
It's
what you're
work
saying?
stuff,
I
yeah.
gotta go to work. All right.
Okay, all right.
Well, has anyone seen Jim Belushi?
Oh.
Ooh, Ray.
68 today.
Well, he's still pretty strong, I think.
All right, well.
Go get somebody weaker.
Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Goodbye. There goes his scooter, his electric scooter.
Yeah, he's got his pot farm. That'll keep him going.
Yeah,
for a
Belushi,
while.
Yeah, it's weird they do that in the, you look, it says the cast of Alien. And it's just got all these pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one of them, and I thought, Danny McBride, I don't remember him, but,
I would have been a kid when that was out.
But then there was another one that was there that I got suspicious of. And
Well, of the original cast of Alien, we've lost both of the engineers, Yaphet Kotto and, why am I drawing a blank on his name?
Harry Dean Stanton.
Harry Dean Stanton. We've also lost Hurt.
John Hurt?
John Hurt.
And also Ian Holm.
And Ian Holm, yes. Yes. So the rest of the cast are still alive.
And apparently there was a guy in the original Alien who wore the alien suit.
Yes.
And he's got a
Very tall man.
an African name. Yeah, he's
Yes.
very tall, slim guy.
Oh, it was an actual person.
Yeah, and it's the only time this guy's ever been in a movie.
Gina, that's pre-CG.
Oh, I guess you'd have to.
All
then.
the spaceships
Gotta be.
all the spaceships and things that you see are models.
Yeah.
They're all actually built.
Which my son would argue, and I kind of have the tendency to agree with him. It looks better if you don't do all CG.
It looks good.
Yeah.
Although in the second Alien movie, it was a combination of CG and costumes, and they pulled it off really well, did it very well.
That's one of my favorite movies.
The second one?
Yeah.
I guess we could do a living cast of that one.
Yeah. Let's see. What was the other one that was on that?
Aliens.
Alien. Look, yeah, because
Aliens.
it's Bill Paxton.
Aliens, because
gone.
Paxton's gone.
Lance Henriksen's
Lance
gone.
Henriksen is gone, and I think that's it.
We still have Paul Reiser.
He's still lurking about.
Yeah, he's in Stranger Things.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh,
Where's that Matthew Modine?
Yeah, that's Matthew Moody.
And Paul Reiser is also
Are they both in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Billy Crudup was they listed as, and he's in
one of them.
like 3 or something.
Yeah.
Like Covenant or something.
It's just listed, and Michael Fassbender is listed.
Yeah. See, again, these
He's
are
in
all
another one.
These are all
Yeah.
sequels.
Yeah, but they don't say that. They just say cast.
Check the IMDb list. All right, we will take a break. We will be back with Big Boy News and Opinionwendo. Stand by for that. opendoor.com/myoffer. I went to opendoor.com/myoffer, saw for myself just how easy it is to request an offer on my home. It's very simple to do. Now, when you do it the regular way, there are all kinds of problems that can come up. But when you sell directly to opendoor.com/myoffer, you don't have to worry about repairs. You don't have to do prep work. You don't have to schedule showings. You don't have to have the strangers in your home with the staging and the listing. You can choose your own close date and move on your schedule, because when you go to opendoor.com/myoffer, you enter your address, you tell them a little bit about your house, and they'll make you an offer on your house in minutes. They take a look at your house along with recent sales in your neighborhood, and they come up with a very competitive offer, a real offer, and you'll have it oftentimes in minutes. So get a free offer on your house at opendoor.com/myoffer. Offer eligibility varies. Open Door is represented by Open Door Brokerage, Inc., license 02061130 in California, and Open Door Brokerage, LLC, in its other markets.
And now, a word from Carrie, Bill, and Gina from Radio.
It is the 23rd century. Humans have left the lowly confines of planet Earth and have sought their destiny among the stars. While many things have changed, one constant remains: the need for young men to venture forth and do the work of the Lord. This is the tale of two such men who at the age of 19 have answered the call of their general authorities and are embarking on a 2-year mission to spread the gospel throughout the galaxy. This is the story of Space Elders! We join our elders as they arrive on Vulcan. They hope to find a cure for Lehigh, who is suffering from Ponfar.
Ah, Vulcan, world of logic, place of pointy-eared people. Here I will seek out my mates and find man who killed parents. Settle down and raise pointy-eared offspring.
Knock it off, Lehigh. You aren't a Vulcan. I was hoping you only had the 24-hour type of Ponfar. Dang it. Oh, here comes somebody. Excuse me, sir?
Greetings. You are new to Vulcan?
Hi, I'm Elder Spock, and this is Elder Jensen.
Hi.
We represent the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
You know, the Mormons.
Spock? He is a legend on Vulcan. You mock us by using his name.
Oh, we mean no disrespect. Lehigh here is Spock. I mean, they mind melded and something went wrong. Elder Spock here is suffering from Ponfar.
Ponfar? This is almost illogical. We must meet with T'Pau. She will know how to proceed.
This is Spock? He does not look like Spock. Fascinating. So the great son of Vulcan has sent you as his replacement? Joining will go on as scheduled.
Joining? What joining?
My parents chose my mate when I was 7. We were telepathically linked, and now is the time for us to be wed.
Spock was joined with this woman. You haven't even gone to Snowgroves with her. You can't marry her. Talk about breaking the rules.
We are all gathered. We shall proceed. We are here to complete the joining of Spock and T'Pring. Unless there is anyone here who objects, the ceremony will commence.
Excuse me, T'Pau, ma'am, I have a problem with this.
Only Vulcans are allowed to protest. One more word out of you and I will have you removed from this holy place. Now, shall we begin?
I protest.
T'Pring, no. Why?
I have chosen another to be my mate. I choose Elder Jensen.
But I was to be the one you chose.
A challenge has been made. T'Pring has chosen her companion and is her right. Let the combat to the death begin.
Combat? To the death? Oh, come on, Lehigh Spock. You know I can take you in a fair fight. Be logical. Give up now before I have to hurt you. Hey, you cut my Mr. Max suit. Why, they ought to teach this at the MTC.
Oh. We have our victor. Elder Spook shall wed to Pring.
Excuse me, ma'am, but I don't think I can go through with this. You see, I just killed my companion, and we're way out of our sector. My zone leader won't be happy at all. I really should be going.
And I will be free to take Ston as my husband.
Is this the end of Butch? Will Zone Leader Hansen really be upset at Lehigh for killing his companion? Will Spock show any emotion when he finds out that his fiancée has married another? Tune into our next episode to hear Butch say,
Man, be careful. Do you have to drag my body all over every rock?
Butch, you're alive!
Shh, keep it down. I faked my death so I wouldn't have to kill you. I'm glad to see you're back to being your old self.
I didn't kill you. I didn't. I don't remember much of anything about the past week,
Look,
though.
just drag me back to my hyperbike and I'll tell you all about it.
Well, we left the quadrant. What's Zone Leader Hansen gonna say?
Well, maybe we just won't tell him.
Well, that would be the logical thing to do.
Huh?
On the next finger-crossing episode of Space Elders!
Boy News and Opinioendo brought to you by.
Pick 3 services for $99 at Young Chevrolet in Layton. Options include oil change, tire rotation, brake check, multi-point inspection, alignment check, wiper blades, engine air filter, or AC system check. Learn more at youngchev.com.
Well, it looks as though there's going to be a second Joker movie. We talked about that earlier. Director Todd Phillips wants to do another one, it looks like, with Joaquin Phoenix. And the rumor is Lady Gaga is in talks to be in it as well. Todd Phillips has been co-writing the script with Joker co-writer Scott Silver for some time, finally showed it to the studio. Last week, Phillips revealed on social media the title of the new project, which will never go. Joker Folie à Dieu. A French
What?
term.
I can't say that.
Folie à Dieu.
I just like the superhero movies.
The title referencing a medical term for an identical or similar mental disorder that affects 2 or more individuals, usually members of the same family. Oh, it's a case of folie à Dieu.
I want to go see that movie, but I don't know how to say it.
Well, you know what it is? It's a case of folie à Dieu. And while the same social media post showed Phoenix reading the script, the actor's involvement is not exactly a fait accompli, to use French again. Yes. The Hollywood Reporter says that Warner is yet to choose or to make a deal with him. And I think they should do a musical.
Well,
that's the other thing.
That's the story.
Here it is. Sources say the sequel is also a musical.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now,
why not?
See, the reason I'm actually looking forward to this is because of all the vitriol from the Joker bros when they heard that A, Lady Gaga was in it, and B, it was going to be a musical.
What?
Seeing their upsettedness.
You enjoy that.
I went, bring it on, Joker 2. Let's see.
And to top it off, there's French in the title. In the run-up to the 2011 Broadway opening of The Book of Mormon, there was some concern among cast members about how audiences would receive the show, in which performers joyfully and repeatedly give the middle finger to God. Yeah, you might be a little concerned about that. And yet, more than a decade later, geez, it seems it's over 10 years. Huh?
Wow, has it been that long?
Yeah. The
See,
Book of Mormon.
I don't think it gives a middle finger to God. I think it gives a middle finger to religion.
Well, the Book of Mormon remains on Broadway at the Eugene O'Neill Theater, where it opened all those years ago without even an off-Broadway tryout. A collaboration between the creators, Trey Parker and Matt Stone, and the composer of Avenue Q, Robert Lopez. It's equal parts earnest, absurd, path-breaking, and surprisingly indebted to the archetype of musicals. It is just like a regular standard musical. A winner of 9 Tony Awards, including Best Musical, The Book of Mormon has become one of American theater's most successful and enduring mainstays. And what's interesting about this story is that Graham Bowen, Louis Cleal, and John Eric Parker they were originally in the show, and they are still in it. They have not
in all this time.
Yeah, they over 10 years.
And they're still believable as young Mormon missionaries.
They're still in it. Bowen is a dance captain and a swing. That means he plays a couple of different things. Cleo plays, as he calls it, all the old white guys in the play, including Joseph Smith and Jesus.
Oh, well.
And Parker plays Mutumbo, the Ugandan who has a misguided belief about how AIDS can be cured. The 3 original cast members say they still love it. They still enjoy doing it. And, part of the reason they still love it is they still get paid. It's a steady job. For an actor, that's a remarkable thing. I remember talking to Cynthia Stevens, is that her last name, at Salt Lake Acting Company. And prior to being there, she was in the touring company of Cats. And she did that for, I forget how many years, but a lot of years. And I said, what? Why? And she said, because I got paid pretty well, and, it was steady. And people do that. Let's see, Patriot Front.
Oh, boy.
The guys arrested up in Idaho. They have connections to Utah.
Several of them.
Yeah, and if you if you want to look at the Salt Lake Tribune today, there's a video showing Patriot Front members practicing tactical maneuvers in southern Utah.
Nothing to be concerned about, folks.
And they look like idiots.
Yeah. What about Antifa?
Who? What?
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, that's it.
Weather?
So today, be nice. Mid-70s, sunny. Isn't that lovely? Why can't it be that way for a few days? We bump up all the way into the 90s tomorrow, and we could be up near 100 by Friday.
All right.
That's your weather.
Well, we'll take a break. We'll be back. We got Trent Falcone with our concert calendar coming up after these. Stand by.
Hey, it's Marcy.
I was so angry.
What?
Saturday night. After I went to the Warped Tour, I went to a party, and I think it was about 10 o'clock at night. I get home, and I'm out. I was out on the sidewalk. It's not important why. 10 o'clock, out on the sidewalk, and what do I see coming across the street? A raccoon, and there's a lot of traffic, and he's coming right toward my house.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of traffic, and the lights in the car honked, and the raccoon kind of, like this, and I thought, God, hit him! I was hoping the car had hit him, but it missed him.
Yeah.
And he came, and I'm standing 20 feet away from him.
Yeah.
And he came running, and he ran, and I started yelling at him, and he ran right up my tree, the one that's in my front yard. I have a gigantic,
Bill treed a coon.
A 50-foot tree. Yeah, I treed a coon. I was yelling, you son of a... Get back here!
Bill lives where the red fern grows.
I was just so mad, and he ran up the damn tree, and they're everywhere. God.
I think they've declared war on you.
I think they have.
Coming to get you.
It's like birds have declared war on my wife. Raccoons.
No kidding.
Declared war on you.
He got he stopped and growled at the car. I swear to God he did.
My road.
Get away!
Shake his fist. Roadhog.
Little birdie finger.
One of his little bandit hands, you know.
Bird finger.
Their hands are almost human, you know.
They have them, you know.
But ran right up the tree in front of my house. God, that made me mad.
What are you gonna do?
Did your wife lock you out again? You sleep on the porch. Was it one of those?
No.
No?
Oh, why I was on the
Why you were out on the front porch?
I was taking the night air.
He's farting.
Taking in the night air.
He's out farting.
Yeah. I'll be back in a while, honey. I gotta go take the night air.
He's right, isn't he?
No.
Taking the night wind.
No.
That's what it is.
No, I wasn't.
There's a breeze. Let me just put it that way.
Man, I live in the city. I don't need this crap.
You have to move to the country to get away from the coons.
No kidding. It just drives me crazy.
I tell you, we haven't had any raccoon problems since Van's dog Chase killed one in the backyard, and ever since then they're gone.
I believe that when I start trap, I should go home and set up a trap, and because if I trap a couple of them, they kind of lay off for a while.
Well, then that means you have to keep trapping them.
I know.
Got to send a message.
I know. I got the trap there. I just haven't. I'll set it, and Brian will come and get them.
I want reliable people who aren't going to get carried away.
This is years you've been dealing with this.
I just hate it.
Got to send a message to the coon community.
I haven't seen one of the cats for quite a while. The
Rush or G. Gordon, you mean?
Yeah, Rush is. I haven't seen Rush for a week. Baby Rush is finally gone.
You know, Raccoon will kill a cat.
I know. They've been coexisting for a while.
Well, no, I mean, one of the Rush has been injured by the raccoon. I assume it's the raccoons. Before, I've taken him to the vet a couple of times with injuries. It just drives me crazy.
Well, got to kill one. Got to kill one. Send a message.
Spill blood.
Well, it's just sprinkle raccoon blood on the threshold.
Well, where are you going to get that raccoon blood, huh?
From a raccoon, I guess.
You got to bleed one.
Can't you buy it at Sportsman's Warehouse?
No, that's urine, and that will attract them. I'm sorry.
Man.
This is sponsored by Live Nation.
Yeah,
it?
Well, yeah.
We got Trent on the phone.
Trent Falcone, how are you this morning?
Good morning. How are you guys?
Okay. Were you out late working a show?
I got to see Brian Wilson last night, which is a career first.
Wow.
Yeah, it was very
with Chicago, right?
Yeah, Brian Wilson with Chicago at USANA, and all the years I've done this, I've never seen Brian Wilson. That way, it was something. It was very cool.
Now, when you say Brian Wilson with Chicago, he isn't with that band, is he? He does a solo thing, and then Chicago does something, right?
Yeah, no, it was two separate sets.
Yeah.
He played a good hour and 20 minutes, probably. He had a 10-piece band with him, and it was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
He's a genius.
I think the guy's almost 80.
Yeah, he's a genius. Yeah. Wow. But let's get on to the shows that are coming up. Trent Falcone, shows from Live Nation. What do you want to talk about?
Well, we've got a ton, so I'm going to blast through it.
Okay.
This week. Okay, for some on sales, this Friday, and Bill, this one's for you.
Okay.
I know this one's yours.
Mm-hmm.
Slipknot, October 4th,
you bet.
at USANA Amphitheater, goes on sale this Friday at 10 a.m.
Okay.
Post Malone is coming to Vivint Arena November 1st. Also goes on sale this Friday at 10 a.m.
That'll sell out.
Oh, for sure.
It absolutely should, yes. And then another one I'm personally kind of excited about goes on sale as well on Friday is Clutch with Quicksand and Helmet.
Clutch, I know.
October.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that's October 12th at the Depot.
Clutch
and
is
that
incredible.
also goes on sale.
At the Depot?
They're great.
That's a good, not just Clutch, but Quicksand and Helmet. Those are all great bands.
3 bands, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're all, they're all spectacular live. They're all great. And then, again, just powering through the club shows. Tonight at the Complex, Thy Art is Murder and After the Burial. That's tonight, the Complex. And then Friday night and Saturday night, 2 club shows, club nights at the Depot. So Emo Night Brooklyn is this Friday night at the Depot. Gimme Gimme Disco is Saturday night at the Depot. And then 6/21, we've got Billy Howardell of A Perfect Circle fame. He's at Metro Music Hall. That's a 21 plus.
Mm-hmm.
And then 6/23, Giovanni and the Hired Guns at Urban Lounge, also a 21 plus show. And then the big one this week is, of course, Stevie Nicks at USANA Amphitheater. That's tomorrow night. I mean, what else do you have to say? It's Stevie Nicks.
Yeah. Who spent time in Utah as a child.
She went to East High for a time and Judge Memorial for a time.
Yeah. All right, Trent. Now I see on this piece of paper that you've given us, we can give away a pair of tickets to Stevie Nicks.
So we are doing 2 giveaways. So you can do a club package. We're going to give you 2 tickets to Billy Howardell. That's on the 21st. And then Giovanni and the Hired Guns on the 23rd. You have to be 21 plus for both of those.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yes, Stevie Nicks is basically sold out, but we will give you a pair of tickets to Stevie Nicks tomorrow night at USANA.
Wow. Live Nation, incredible. Nicely done, Trent. Thank you very much. Get some sleep.
Well, so
all right. Thanks.
We'll give those away, I guess. 877-602-9696. Cameron Diaz, you randomly select people for those tickets.
Thanks, Trent.
All right. And do we have any other events that are happening?
We have a couple. Don't forget about the Wednesday night concert series happening June through September at Gallivan Center every Wednesday night. And, of course, the big thing happening on Friday night that I am so excited to be going to is Tenacious D. Happening June 17th. It's at Sandy Amphitheater. I believe it's sold out. You might be able to get some tickets. Check out their website. I'm so excited for that. I cannot wait to go. The Fairy Festival is also going on at Thanksgiving Point at the Ashton Gardens.
Fairy Festival!
Yeah. This weekend, the 17th and the 18th. Don't forget, the Slug Mag Brewstillery is going on the 18th. That's going to be at the Art Space City Center.
Mm-hmm.
Real Salt Lake is back at home versus San Jose Earthquakes at Rio Tinto Stadium on Saturday as well. And for all of you who are dying for sauces and want Bill's sauce list, Sauce Lake City is happening at the fairgrounds on June 18th, which is Saturday.
Why aren't you the Grand Marshal?
Yeah, Bill.
Sauce Lake City.
Where have we been?
Yeah.
But don't forget about the farmers markets, Wheeler Farm, downtown, Liberty Park, 9th West. They're all open. Wheeler Farm is Saturdays, downtown is, Wheeler Farm is Sundays, downtown is Saturdays, 9th West is Sundays as well, and Liberty Park, I believe, is Fridays.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Katie.
Thank you.
All right. We are going to take a break, and we will be back in just a bit. Hang on. Wendy's for breakfast and late night dining, of course. Right now, we're in the breakfast hours, and right now at Wendy's, start your morning with the 2 for $3 mix and match deal in the Wendy's app. That's the caveat here. You have to order this through the Wendy's app. So here's your deal. You get your choice of the sausage, bacon, or egg and cheese biscuit, or the sausage or bacon, egg, and Swiss croissant for just $3, but only when you order in the Wendy's app. You can order through the app and then hit that drive-through, and they'll get it to you, the delicious savory sausage and flaky croissants and hot and buttery biscuits, all for just $3. A great combination. And if you're out late at night, you're probably a little hungry, want to get some French fries. So get them tonight at Wendy's. Make sure your fries show up and show out. Wendy's, where their fries are hot and crispy and preferred over McDonald's, almost 2-1. They're also guaranteed to be hot and crispy. So if you get some that are not, they will make them so that they are. Delicious. Download the Wendy's app and hit the drive-thru. Wendy's. We are opening.
So you saw this video a week or so ago about the guy strapped a GoPro to his dog to see what the dog did while he was at work.
I didn't see it.
It was disturbing because the dog didn't have a moment's rest. It was nervous and frightened.
In the house?
In the house, and
He's never coming back. He's never coming
it would hear noises outside and be on alert, you know, and it terrified me because I thought to myself about my dog, Ripley. I was just convinced because she can be a little high strung, and I was just convinced that
I don't think she's big enough to strap a GoPro to. It'd be too heavy.
we did not do that. We did, however, a friend of ours gave us this drop cam.
What is it? What is that?
It's a live camera that we set up.
Like a nanny cam?
Like a nanny cam in the living room.
Are you looking at her right now?
This is broadcasting live from my living room right now.
Now, does she just stay in your living room during the day, or can she roam around
Well,
the house?
that's what we wanted to know. Her favorite spot seems to be, we've set up a little kind of a table next to the window, and she likes to sit there and look out the window. So we watched her for a day. She didn't leave that spot.
Well, she's fine then. Don't you feel better?
She's sleeping.
Yeah.
All the time.
Well, that's good.
She's a teenager.
Exactly.
She talking back to you?
I thought she'd at least be on guard or a little on alert.
Nah.
No. She barely moves.
A bomb can go off in the front yard.
And that's the other thing is that it has a motion sensor, so it'll alert me. Motion is detected, you know.
That never happens.
No.
She doesn't move.
She was a day. She
Then
was lying there.
then she's perfectly comfortable. This should
Yeah.
make you feel good.
Yes and no. She's kind of lazy. A little disappointed.
She's never going to amount to anything.
I think you ought to make her get a job.
Maybe. Require her to get a
little lazy dog.
Lazy dog. Maybe get her, a list of duties, chores.
Yeah.
You leave her list on the counter, didn't...
This has got to be done by the time I'm
get
home.
She can put a little paw print next to the one she's completed.
But yeah, that video of the dog that was freaking out, it was disturbing to watch. Made me very upset. I was
Somebody in the chat room says that most dogs are like that. That guy's dog is just a neurotic mess.
Really?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure my cat, who is a jerk when we're at home.
Jerk cat?
Mr. Fluffy Pants. I was sitting there yesterday. I was talking to my wife, and he came up and bit me on the arm for no reason. I'm just sitting there, like, ow, what are you doing? And it wasn't hard, but just kind of went and bit me on the arm. I'm certain that cat just sleeps all day. And then when we get home, it goes crazy.
Well, it's because you're in its house when you get there.
Yeah. He just sleeps all day.
Do you think he's like a reincarnated dead person from somebody that hated you? And they're back to haunt you?
No.
No. You don't think so?
No. No, I
He's
don't.
biting you for no reason.
No,
Maybe it's
I
a
don't.
reason from a past life.
No, I don't.
No?
No.
I don't think that.
I think
I think he's a curse from God. God sent the cat to torment.
Officially.
Oh, he's just a rambunctious teenager who, when he bites me, I give him a little cuff up the side of the head, and he stops. I go, don't do that.
It's often said that people of Utah speak a language all their own. It's a language that's often confusing and even incomprehensible to newcomers here in the Beehive State. So, Radio from Hell presents a handy guide to help everyone understand how the natives speak. It's the Utah word of the day, and today's word is...
moan. M-O-A-N, moan. How is this Utah word used? Well, let's find out by looking into our two Utah simples as they converse, one with the other. Listen carefully for the word of the day, moan.
Say there, LeGrand. I gotta say, I am impressed with you.
What? I don't know whatever you mean, LeVar. I don't think you've ever paid me one compliment in our lives. I mean, I thought you was pretty sure that you had me figured out and that there was nothing I could do, or would do for that matter, that would ever impress you. I was resigned to the cold, hard fact that I was, in your eyes, unimpressive. That I, again in your eyes, was incapable of having a moment that I could be proud of, because I knew that you was proud to have me as a friend. I mean, I never felt that you felt that I was worth, once more in your eyes, of true and honest friendship.
Well, Frell Zakes, I had no idea you was carrying around this heavy satchel of resentfulness toward me, LeGrand. I mean, you ain't the sharpest spoon in the drawer, but you're okay. I've always thought of you as a friend in that you are the kind of person that when he needs a shovel or a rake or a lawnmower or other tools and household fixer-up items, the kind of friend that don't hesitate to borrow and then never return them items to me. You're that kind of friend.
Well...
And hence the reason I said I'm impressed with you.
What?
You have stopped your borrowing ways. You don't ask me for stuff anymore.
Well, that's right. And you know why? I went to the Ace the other day, and I bought all kinds of stuff. And now I don't need to borrow your tools. I got my own. I said to myself, LeGrand, stop your borrowing ways. And so I spent a bunch of money and got Gordon tools and household tools and the like. I got my own now.
Well, I guess you could say you've grown.
Yep, got my own, except for a lawnmower. They're expensive. Can I borrow your lawnmower?
Join us again some other time as we examine how the Utah natives speak with the Utah word of the day.
Yep.
Foo Fighters. Because
why?
Foo Fighters and Taylor Hawkins' family have announced the first round of performers for the Taylor Hawkins tribute concert scheduled to take place in London in September. Performers include Queen's Brian May and Roger Taylor.
Wow.
Rush's Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson.
Wow.
Pretenders frontwoman Chrissy Hine. Oasis Liam Gallagher. And on and on.
This is
and
huge.
On and on.
So will Foo Fighters be performing? Does it say, or is it just
I don't.
These bands performing in tribute?
It doesn't say. So I don't know if I don't know. But who cares? I mean,
yeah.
Who?
Oh, I do.
Go see all of those people. Stuart Copeland's going to be there.
Oh, he's one of my favorite drummers.
Wolfgang Van Halen.
Oh, really? Wolfie? So they're doing one in London and then another one in California.
I think so, yeah.
Thought I saw.
Yeah. Saturday, September 3rd at Wembley.
Wembley.
And my guess is they'll have different people at the one in L.A. maybe. There's maybe 2 lineups. I don't know. I'm guessing, but
it'd be worth it to see each one of them.
Yeah.
I want to see if my publicist can get me some tickets to the one in London.
Does he have that kind of pull?
Well, yeah, sure. He's a publicist.
Is that what they do?
Well, no. What he would do is say he would announce that Bill Allred is attending. Don't you have to have your manager get you?
No,
tickets
the
to
publicist
show?
can do it. The publicist, he'll do what I ask him to do.
Oh, okay.
And then he'll write up the press release about it that I was there.
Look for Bill Allred in the crowd. Where did you guys see? Did you go to a show at Wembley?
No.
What big show did you go to or am I thinking of
Germany.
U2 in Germany?
Yeah,
That's what I'm thinking of.
at the Olympic Stadium.
That's what I'm
And I had the distinct pleasure, I've told the story before, but I'm sitting there watching U2, and it was a special section, pretty close to the action, the stage, because it was record company arranged it. So I was sitting in this special section of the Olympic Stadium, the one where Hitler, gave out the medals to the Olympians and so forth. And as I'm sitting there, I'm going, this seems really familiar. Why does that? And then I realized from watching old newsreel footage, it was Hitler's box we were sitting in. It was Hitler and his his
Did
goons.
it smell bad?
It was no, Gina, that was 1930.
Oh no, I bet it still stinks.
It didn't.
The smell of sulfur.
But what an odd feeling came over me, and I said to, I was with Dom, and I told him that, and I just said, this is weird. And he went, huh?
Yeah, whatever, Bill.
Yeah, whatever. It was a great show. It was the tour before Pop.
Zoo
Station.
Yes. Had a big TV screen.
What I'm playing for you right now.
It was pretty remarkable that I hadn't seen anything like it. Now I have, but it's a gigantic stadium. And yet they could make it sort of intimate because there was a big stage at one end, but then there was a long, ramp to another stage, kind of out in the center.
Mm-hmm.
And Bono would come out there, and The Edge would come out there, with a wireless guitar, and it just made it seem like they were really close to you.
Well, speaking of U2 and concerts, that reminds me about the aquarium has one of the claws from the U2 touring show. I think it was their 360 tour.
Yeah, and they got that. I think U2 said, we will give these to.
There were three or four.
Somebody
of them,
who wants them, and the aquarium kind of jumped on it and said, God, we'd love to have one. And
sure, we'll take one.
And they said, well, that's a worthy place.
But it's cool. Now, I did a remote for you, Bill, out at the aquarium a month or two ago, because they do this thing where they light up the claw, and we've been giving tickets away to the one where it's a Pride event, so I'm assuming it's all rainbow colors. But it's all under the claw. They have like food trucks and live music, and it's a cool thing to take your family to.
All right. Well, should we do what's going to be great about doing this promo?
Yeah.
Is that hum is going to be in it, and it's going to run all day. So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing outside. But
Are people really hearing that a lot?
Yeah, somebody said
people are reporting it. It's the shredder. The
what
shredder.
Are we shredding?
A big truck has come and they take all the
from the building
documents. Yeah.
All the stuff from the building that needs to be shredded. Yeah. Shredding it in a massive. It's evidence.
If I'd known, I would have brought some stuff.
Yeah. But it's more important that you guys be here than be broadcasting from home. All right.
Coming up on Thursday's Radio from Hell show.
Well, at 6:45, Carrie will have geek news for us. And then at 7:45, get ready to call in. We'll be doing an X poll.
Join us for all that and more on Thursday's Radio from Hell show, X96. Yeah, you're going to hear that hum all day. That's important.
Should have sent somebody down to ask them to pause for.
I'm sure they would have.
Oh, I'm sure. People who shred are generally very nice people.
Are they?
Yeah.
It's never been my experience. All right, fine job as always, Katie. Thank you. Live long and prosper, bitches.
So you know who I am?
They can't hear that.
No, they can't hear that.
What?
Marcy is next.